Okay, so I'm sitting here right now editing the last build video, and I just got to the part where I'm putting the rope sheath onto the cable, and I have all of the excess polypropylene. And I'm sitting here wondering, as I've been getting interested in these kinds of things and reading about how to make these nets and different materials and stuff, and then reading about the strengths and of the synthetic ropes and all this other kind of type of stuff, you realize that the materials that you're using degrade in UV, and that's causing them to become weak. And there's videos out there that you can watch of uncoated polypropylene rope being degraded by UV outdoors. And when they grab it, people will show with their fingers, they roll it, and like dust is coming off of it. And you think, oh, well, that's crap. You know, that's a piece of, that rope is no good, whatever. So we don't use this kind of thing. But we're using that kind of a thing on all sorts of material, and all of the plastics are doing that as well. So it got me really thinking, because there's people that don't like this net thing because you're using synthetic materials, and the synthetic materials are making microplastics. So that's the dust that you see is actually pieces of plastic, which, yeah, you can breathe that in. You can drink that can get inside of your body. And so admittedly, I'm totally ignorant about what exactly that means. And, you know, it does not seem like we should have that inside of our body. And I don't know what that causes for people, but it makes me wonder if building these nets at all is, it's fun, it's interesting, it's exciting. I think it's kind of cool to show to other people, but at the same time, am I harming them by doing this? And I think that's just kind of a question about all of whenever you use synthetic materials. The last place that I worked at, for me, it was astounding how much plastic we used every day. Different plastic foliars and throwing plastic rubber gloves away and cups and all kinds of different. It made an enormous amount of industrial waste. It was shocking to me. And now I would like to do something that doesn't act like that, but yet if I continue doing these things, I'm going to be adding waste into that whole system by making something which is just fun. And so how do you justify what I'm doing versus what I was doing at this other company? It's just an interesting thing for me to consider, like, are you doing something which is going to be not beneficial to a human organism in the names of fun and creativity? Might not be a problem in my time, but it could be a problem in other people's times. And is what I'm doing okay? In the sense of, is it actually a good thing for people, is my question. And so I don't know, I'm gonna have to really think about this, and this is another reason why I want to try and figure out what material is best, because if I'm going to be creating some sort of waste, I want to be able to use a material which is both best for building and best for creating the least amount of waste, I guess would be the way to say it. So I don't know, it puts me in kind of like a weird thought if I should continue making these things or not. And then just in general, how much am I doing that and I'm unaware and thinking, oh, well, those guys are making a lot of waste and I'm not, but how much am I? So I don't know, man, maybe that's like tree hugger, bark eating conversation to have. I have no idea, but it's something inside my head that I kind of think like, yeah, is it a good thing to do for people actually? I don't know.